sliding in your notifications, all sexy like.
Hang on. Ew! Out of nowhere. We weren't on camera. We just people just listen to the voice.
Yeah. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the MAViSMITH Podcast number 24. I'm really losing track, and we're only on episode 24.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy times. Considering that we're only on 24.
It's gonna be really weird.
Halfway through a year almost, though.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely for a year, aren't we?
No. I mean, like,
on our own podcast. With like the Lost podcast that we
no,
did.
because we only bought the camera in April last year, and we only started doing podcasts in June. So we're still we're only 6 months in.
That's true.
But that's
we
exactly.
used to do the shittiest podcast, like
Yeah, they were
setup wise. No, setup wise.
Oh, yeah.
Compared, like, you look at us now and we're fucking, Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it.
The ceiling back there.
What about that?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Fuck you.
Sorry, bro.
So yeah, welcome to the podcast. We if you're watching this if you're listening to this on Apple iTunes, which you're probably not because no one does, please come and say hi.
Millions
to us.
do. Everyone does. Thousands and billions.
Please come and say hi to us on something, because we want to know you're there. Come and DM us on Instagram. You don't have to come. You don't have to follow us. Just say hello. I tune into your shit. But yeah, no. If you are listening on iTunes or SoundCloud or Bougie SoundCloud or wherever you are, or Lil SoundCloud, just we do stream live on twitch.tv/MAViSMITH, and we talk about random shit.
Little SoundCloud.
Little SoundCloud, yeah. Is that my new name? Yeah. That is a pathetic keyboard, GFA. You're a pathetic keyboard, ball.
What's wrong with it?
Our friend's just saying that we've got a pathetic keyboard. It's wireless, dude.
Yeah,
do you see any? Do you see any wires?
Look, this is so I can smack you around the head with it without any wires.
Yeah.
And also so I don't have to unplug all my setup and move it all around every time we string. It takes ages to get it all out.
So we are streaming on a Monday. I'm going to Vienna for a few days next week.
Sunday.
So what's that?
Sunday.
We are streaming on a Sunday. I'm going to Vienna for a few days tomorrow. So plays won't be on Wednesday because we're both busy. And then we're busy on Thursday night. And then, but we're going to be doing a long stream on Saturday. Next Saturday, we're going to be doing a long stream. We've got a few challenges set up. It's going to be really funny. We've got Tom coming back. We've got Lawrence coming back. We've got a few games lined up, a few challenges lined up, and we're just going to sit there and play games. Really, I was talking to one of our regular viewers called Liver Disease. If you've heard him, probably if you listen to our podcast, loyal viewers. We were talking about we're going to be doing drinking challenges, and we just got one on there too, so we can do every death you do a shot and pass the keyboard and mouse around. So that's going to be,
yeah, for sure. It's going to be some good stuff. It's going to be good stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be real funny. But yeah, no. So, how are you doing, GFA? How you doing today?
I am doing well. How are you doing? It's been a busy day.
Yeah, I'm not good. Well, it's been a busy weekend.
Yeah, it's been
comparison. We don't really do a lot on the weekend because we do quite a lot during the week. We only really film on weekends, and obviously we haven't filmed because we just released our. It has been a busy weekend. It's been a busy fucking weekend.
Fridays
hats
busy,
off to us.
Saturdays. I mean, the thing is, it's nice when we do busy weekends because when we have things planned, this weekend we've pretty much met up every day for the last 8 days straight, or give or take maybe a day in between, where we've been just sorting stuff out or editing or planning or doing the plays or podcasts. So it's good because it's just getting more into the swing of the business and the whole idea of when we have an office, it would be every day we see each other, which is sick.
Yeah.
Because then we can really start making content more often.
You going to play some? Are you right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Should I just do presents, you reckon?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or should I choose?
Nah, just do all. So we can talk about our so on Friday we released our new project. So I've got yours, but I don't want it. Oh, what you wanted. On Friday we released our new video for this month. We have released a advert for mental health awareness about suicide as well. So you can catch that on YouTube. If you type in "Break the Stigma MAViSMITH," you can find that video, or you can go on our channel and you can find all of our videos on there. On the stream, we're currently watching After the Bombs behind us.
This is in 50 FPS now for some reason. Oh, turn that down.
Don't know what's going on.
No, I'm just trying to. No, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah,
Literally, this chair. I think you're gonna have to get a more uncomfortable chair, dude, because it's so comfortable. Whenever I sit in this chair, I just get really tired. I think it's like exactly.
You have gone very low. Like I've just looked and I'm sort of up here.
Well, yeah, I just want to like lay back and relax. I think that's where I'm going wrong. I'm like sitting down and relaxing and chilling. But yeah, so we released our advert on Friday. It's kind of it was a nice little spin. Do you want to talk a little bit about it? Should we talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, what is it? I mean, if you haven't seen it, first of all, go watch it.
And if you haven't watched it yet, pause the video, go watch it, and come back to give us more views. No, but seriously,
well,
I mean, the idea came about. I mean, I really wanted to do an advert because I've just thought, actually, it's made me really excited. On my night shift next week, I'm not doing night shift until next Sunday. I'm actually gonna be I'm gonna have two podcasts to listen to. So it's gonna get me through the night. This one and next Sunday. Cool. Anyway.
Do you listen to our own podcast?
Yeah,
same.
Yeah, I do.
I think it's quite sad in a way because
I find us fucking hilarious.
When I go back and re-listen to a podcast that we've done, I find it funny because you learn things about like yourselves and the way you present things and how you can improve it, but also you forget things that are said because sometimes in the moment, if you're thinking about what you want to talk about, if you have a topic that you want to talk about, you sometimes sort of zone out when someone else is talking and you sort of don't hear something funny they say, especially when there's 3 or 4 of us. So then when you come back to listen to it, you start sitting there and laughing. It's
really annoying because I always see every time I listen to the podcast, it always reminds me how much I interrupt everyone else. It really pisses me off because it's something I really want to change about myself. It could have been a new year, new me sitch, but I ain't that kind of guy. But yeah, no. So I did an advert for college way back when, and it was I got told to do an advert, and I remember thinking at the time, like, an advert's that's piss easy, like you just got to pick a topic and run with it. But what I didn't understand was that you've got to fit an entire video, credits, and all that into 30 seconds. How long is that video? It's 1.5 minutes, isn't it?
I think it's actually like 2 minutes, but it's because there's a long 30-second
really
outro.
Long, yeah.
But if we were doing it as a proper advert, obviously we'd make it a lot quicker.
Yeah. So like, I liked the idea of doing this, this like weird, doing this advert because it is challenging. I mean, like there's no doubt that we can go and film something that's really good in our eyes. Maybe not like Michael Bay type shit, but in our eyes, it's really good. So when you look at it in that sense, trying to squeeze an entire video into 30 seconds can be really hard. So
yeah.
I mean, it started off us trying to keep it locked down and keep it tight, but we came up with a really cool idea. I had the idea of doing the advert so that it's based through the eyes of a Twitch streamer himself, and he's miserable, and every time he streams, he gets really happy and he gets really energetic, and he starts going like I'm really thankful to be here and stuff like that. And as soon as he presses stop streaming, the color goes away. The color drains out and it becomes this black and white, not black and white, but like that really drained out, washed out color. And yeah, so we were looking at stuff like that, and then we were looking at maybe changing it a bit. And GFA came up with this good idea of doing it through the eyes of someone else and making it this whole. I'm just cleaning the dirt off of our office's glass cabinet with my sock. I don't know why. Don't know why. I was just sat in. I was like, "What the fuck am I doing with my life?" Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Just telling my mate we're podcasting.
Sorry if you hear some weird mic noises. I've just realised I could have had this a lot more comfortable for myself halfway through the podcast. So unprofessionally, I'm changing it.
Look at me, I'm fucking laying down. I'm fucking upside down backflipping. So we came up with this really cool idea, and then we kind of did it, and that's why the colours change. I haven't really got much else to say about it apart from, you know, yeah, you do see the colours change when it goes from, but I don't think you guys don't know us well enough. Like whoever's, obviously our friends do, but people who haven't seen the video don't know us enough so that when they see me laughing, eating the bread, that to them is just, you know, good fucking acting. I mean, but
good acting.
But
humble brag.
Humble brag. But to us, I mean, it looks fucking hilarious because, you know, you're going from.
That's always how it will be. It's always going to be. If you do a comedy, it will always be funnier too because you know the person that's in it. If you know the actor personally.
Rob I just said we're podcasting. He went on which website? I went Twitch, SoundCloud, podcasting on SoundCloud.
I think you can podcast on SoundCloud.
Fuck you, dude. Just, you know, funny. What else can I put then? Fucking Snapchat. But yeah, no. So you know, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a great video. Behind us right now, we've got After the Bombs playing, which is another short film that we filmed. You know, so again, you can catch all this kind of stuff in now. You can catch all the stuff on our YouTube channel as well. But yeah, we just kind of want to talk about some other ideas we've got. Fucking love this video. So we're currently watching The Poncho Man, which is a superhero comedy sketch.
What I love about this video is, I mean, it's not a great video. There's loads of things wrong with it. Loads of things that I could have done better. We could have done better. Like when I was doing the editing with regards to the VFX and when we were filming it, there's so many things we genuinely could have done better. But what I love about it is it was all planned, filmed, and like everything within 4 or 5 hours. We planned it.
It wasn't even a day.
Everyone came around at like 11. We had an idea by midday. We left my house, or the studio, at about 12:30, almost 1. We stopped on the way to get food, and I was on the way back, wasn't it? We got to the location about 1:30, and we finished by like 5, 6, which is like, well, not even that 5, which is a very short shoot. Yeah. But it was hilarious. It was such a funny day.
Yeah.
This was the worst bit of this bit. If you actually watch the video, like the talking here, we didn't have a mic properly. Like we didn't have the boom, and we didn't understand the way to set it up. So ADR would have been better there, but we just.
To be fair though, I mean, how happy does that make you that it's all sunny and stuff? Like summer's coming back.
Dude, I cannot wait for the summer. I get so miserable when I think of like. When we used to sit even the podcast was better in the summer, but when I think about the ideas and videos we can shoot when it gets warm and it's not windy and it's not dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's going to be so much better. So
so just we just went off on a bit of a tangent about Poncho Man, but we you know, what
now they're gone, Bob.
Keys? What are the keys on the table for?
Bob said, "Why are what are the keys on the table for?" Therefore, our $5 million Lamborghini customized MAViSMITH with 5.8-inch rim brakes and 57-inch calipers on the alloy wheels with 2.1789 litre V8 V12 engine that does 0 to 60 in minus 2.8 seconds.
4 seconds, yeah.
And I mean, if you need to ask any more questions about keys, then. Go right ahead. I'm going to just leave that there so you know what's happening.
And if you want to ask, we'll just drive around and show you it. No probs.
Get someone to start the engine.
Yeah.
More like the 1995 Buick LeSabre.
That sounds sick. I don't know why you're talking shit about
I mean, something's got the name Sabre in it. It's a cool ass car. That might actually be a bike. I don't know. Doesn't look much about anything.
Is it? Oh yeah, to the 1996 4-seater drivable Ducati. Ducati. But yeah, no. So we are doing a vlog as well. We still are. We said it'd be up.
Yeah.
Friday.
The reason it's not up. More than anything is. Sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry, Matt. No, it
feels bad, Matt. Is because realistically, there's something we wanna put at the beginning of all of our vlogs, and we haven't had time to film that yet, and we haven't had the opportunity to film that yet.
But we're gonna. Oh, that's a Buick LeSabre.
Is it a bike?
No, it's a shitty ass car.
No, I would have that car. Buy me a Buick LeSabre.
I'll have a fucking KA, you know. But yeah, no. So we are going to do a vlog. I mean, the first vlog that's going to go up isn't going to have any cool effects. We just want to get it out there. But start from episode 2. That's when we're going to have an intro, because we kind of want to. Oh, well, I mean, we don't have to upload it. I mean, we could just pass it off as like. And then start again from this week, but you know, again, we'll discuss that off podcast. But we have quite a bit of vlog footage, you know, even though it's not amazing. Yeah. But so we kind of want to get it out there, but we don't have time to film the intro and the
There's loads of stuff we're not going to ruin it because it will be really funny when it drops. But there's loads of
we were fun. We were dying discussing it the other day.
We have a really, really good idea for what we want to do for the beginning of every vlog, and it is going to be hilarious. And it's going to be there's a lot of production to go into it. It's not going to be like a 5-minute thing that we can just put together quickly. So we're going to start to get that under the way. Sort of now we've had our trailer out, our advert out for the Break the Stigma advert we released. Now that's out and done. We're starting to think of our next shoot, which is going to be we're going to start shooting in a couple of weeks' time. And in that interim, whilst we're planning, we also have time to sort of make this intro. So it'll probably be this Saturday where we film it, and also our own custom intro music. I'll say no more, but it's going to be great. The vlog itself might be absolute shit, but the actual. Yeah.
But then, like, I do talk about it in the vlog that might go up or might not go up. But the vlog is going to be just random shit. I mean, it's not going to be like us ice skating down a fucking mountain because we're not that exciting yet. But like, it's going to be us just
skating down a mountain.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking.
Do you care to elaborate onto how that would happen and work?
What did I say?
Ice skate down a mountain.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work just because we're not going to do it.
Ice skate down a mountain.
Yeah. So you mean skiing? No, I mean ice skating. So because if you tried ice skating down a mountain, what would happen?
Well, you wouldn't go anywhere.
Exactly. So
fucking what?
So let's move on. Come on, we're all friends here.
Mountain skiing, great. Mountain skating.
Yeah, it's just great fun asking what we're streaming on when we've streamed on the same thing every fucking time. Yeah, we're actually streaming on Yahoo.com.
Is that dead yet? That
is that
website?
dead yet?
No one uses Yahoo, right?
Oh, can I show up the drone?
So if you saw our Instagram post, we got a new drone. If you didn't see our Instagram post, you're about to see our new drone.
Look at this back. Look, talk through it, and I'm gonna hand model it. So audio listeners, you're just gonna get Geoface's sexy voice.
Here we go. What we have here is that sounds like a beaver. Okay, what we have here is a Mavic Pro drone. I'm going to do my advertised voice. It's a great drone. I tell you what, it has many features. It's very small. As you can see, it fits in the palm of Matt's hand. As he shows it off and caresses the drone.
I mean, I do have big hands, but
So now you're looking at it and wondering, well, George, how does it fly? Well, let me tell you. Yeah. So you simply unfold the drone. You unfold the drone. You have one wing come out. You have 2 wing come out. You have 3 wing unravel. Ravel. You have 4 prop unravel. So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a 4-prop drone that fits in the palm of your hand. It can attach to your belt. It fits in your suitcase. It fits in your bag. It fits in your shopping. It fits in the trolley. It fits in your arsehole. You can get this thing to any country, anytime, anywhere, any space. It's small. It's nimble. The batteries are low wattage. You can take it on a plane. You can take it on a train. You can take it in a car. You can take it on a bike. But I tell you what, it has a tracking. It has a sensor. It has a crash sensor. It has a gimbal. It has a 4K camera, 30 FPS, 4K 30 FPS. It has tracking 7 kilometer range. It can go up to 5,000 feet or something ridiculous. It can fly at 40 miles per hour whilst tracking. It is insane. Boyle saying £1,400 for that. Boyle, you don't know what it is. You don't understand drone technology. You don't understand drones and why this drone is so much better than everything else. The size of it is beneficial. You can fly it in massive gusts of wind, unlike the Phantom, which is so big that a gust of wind makes it go everywhere. The thing is insane. It is crazy. It is so aerodynamic. We were flying earlier. A massive gust of wind came and it just did not move. It is phenomenal. It's just... Oh, I can't tell you how much better this drone is than any drone on the market, other than maybe obviously the ones that have DSLR cameras attached to them, because they're like thousands and thousands and thousands. And also, maybe the Inspire, because that's like next level drone that has like 15 kilometer range. But for the price, you cannot get a better drone. The Phantom 4 is good, but the Mavic Pro is just the vloggers, the YouTubers, the you know, the cheap production companies, the ones that need to travel and need to really save costs on shipping out their equipment. This is the drone of choice for them. It's a 4K camera, 30 FPS. We film all of our cinematic videos in 24 frames per second, so it doesn't make a difference to us what frame rate the 4K camera can record in. And it is honestly, the footage looks incredible. What else can I say? I've just sold it to you.
And that's it.
Bang.
And if you think you don't need it, you're wrong. So Rob said, "Where's the saddle? How do you expect me to fly on that without proper safety gear?" Well, you hold on, you know. You hold on for dear life. If you're going to die, it's just your time to go, unfortunately. But yeah, so we purchased... Wait, what did that say? 10 years later?
20 years later.
I hope you got a kickback for that speech.
Got a kickback?
Yeah, I don't know what that
I don't... What do you mean?
Now, yeah, so yeah, we are going to do back to the vlog thing. I don't know how we speak off on a tangent every fucking 2 minutes.
Well, you wanted to show the drone, and so then
to cut a short story long. Anyway, no, we are going to do like vlog stars. I mean, yeah, they're not going to be like, you know, amazing vlogs every week. They're going to be like, they're going to be good. I mean,
they should pay me for advertising. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clip that little bit of footage from the podcast and then just send it to them on Instagram.
Yeah, and just be
DJI,
like, do you want to use this?
Mavic Pro.
This is you.
Hashtag hire me and Matt.
Yeah. Hashtag hire us to do nothing and just
hire MAViSMITH to sponsor Mavic Pro, because that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, and, you know, I mean, it's the best drone on the market. I mean, apart from the Inspire, which is also the DJI. Just we're broke boys, so we can't afford the Inspire yet. Because that's bullshit. You know, we're going to cut the clip here because I don't want DJI to hear this. But how the fuck can you sell the Inspire drone for $3,500 and not include a camera?
Yeah, so the Inspire comes in two options: $2,000 and you get an extra battery and a No, so you get a camera. You get no battery and you get a camera. So you get the drone and the camera, but no battery. You have to buy it separately, and no SD card. Or you pay $3,000, you get the SD card and the battery. And the spare battery, but no camera.
Stupid.
What the...
Anyway, so we were sitting in my car earlier for about an hour trying to get the update it. I used all my 4G downloading the update and updating it. And then we threw it up at night, and it did kind of handle really well. It did. Let me mute my phone because it's about to go off. You know when some person texts you, they send like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And you're like,
God.
"Oh my God, just stop it."
If you
it's Beth. Yeah, she just, you know.
If you send messages like that where you send like a few words and then you click send and you send like over and over again, like stop. Just put all your thing into one sentence, make it punctual, and then send it. And if you have to say something else, but if you think of something else you have to send after you've sent the sentence, fine.
Yeah. God actually hates people like that because he made a space bar for you. He gave, you know, God was getting like, Jesus was texting going, "Dad, what do I do? They want wine and I've only got water."
He was like, "Put it all into one sentence, you little fuck."
Yeah, and then he said, "Here's a fucking space bar, Jesus Christ." And he went, "Wait a minute. Jesus, that's such a good, what's the word? Annoying way to, you know, talk term bitch by." So yeah, so, you know, back to what we were saying, we are doing a vlog style. It's gonna be just whatever we're doing in the time. Like if we do something cool, for example, GFA is going up the Shard on Wednesday for a night out, and then we've got an EP party on the Thursday.
It's not the Shard, by the way. It's the walkie-talkie. I completely.
Oh, well, that's it. Well, are you actually?
Yeah.
To be fair, that's kind of better because it's all there's plants everywhere, and there's. Have you been out there before?
No, I'm going. How many floors in the walkie-talkie?
Loads.
Millions. I know I'm going
more than the office block that we're in Manhattan. So are you flying back to London then?
Yeah.
It was so funny with Tom when he was on plays and he was like, "Do I have to?" He said, "I don't know how to join on with the joke." I'm like, "It's not a joke, Tom." And then he kept saying, "Oh yeah, yeah."
I tell you what, Bo, I have never been on the London Eye.
I've been on it 3 times.
Really, I've never had the need to go on it.
Question.
Yeah.
Have you been on it, Bo?
Pepperidge Farm members.
Why do you think it's cool? Let me know. Let me know in the comments.
I would love to go on it because you get to see a lot, but I know that the I'm quite high up on the walkie-talkie because
Is that my water?
Yeah. The was that yours?
No, I've drunk out. You haven't drunk out any of you.
The people that are taking us up there are our in-house solicitors that we work with, and they're taking us up the walkie-talkies like a night out thing.
It's not. Someone was like, GFA, you're looking, very, very nice. I want to take you out.
That's it, yeah. Producers, and basically, I think
there's about six female solicitors were like GFA.
Actually, 3, but you're not far off.
Sorry, I hate to lie to you guys. There was 3 sexy solicitors said GFA. I mean, you mean MAViSMITH's looking good. You're looking good. The brand is looking good. Come up with us. Come celebrate. So GFA's doing that. I haven't been up there myself because you can go up there for free if you book in advance, but you can pay to go up there as well. But it's free to go up there if you book in advance. And it's like I've lived precariously through Instagram here. I mean, there's like loads of plants and gardens up there. Obviously, we don't go around going, oh my God, there's a rose petal. It's, born in fucking Vienna. It was grown up in Brazil. I can't sound like that bullshit. But, please use the MAViSMITH funding so Matt can get Elder Scrolls Online. I'll get it, but I just don't know if I have the time to dedicate to learning it because you'll fall off the train soon. I don't care what you say. You'll stop playing it soon.
So what we did with it is we all bought it when it first came out. We played it for like a month or two, then we stopped, and then we picked it back up, then we stopped, then we picked it back up, then we stopped. And yeah, of course, we'll fall off the train and we'll get bored of it in like a couple of weeks, and we'll go on something else completely different, and we'll go like, right, let's go on Siege now. Like we went for a stage where we only played Siege for like 4 weeks straight, and before that we only played PUBG. The good thing about a good game is you always eventually come back to it. So if you have a reason to play something else, you always come back to it. It's just a cycle. Once your brain gets bored of a certain game, you just cycle around again.
I fucking love this scene. This fucking took me right off guard.
Because you didn't film it with us, did you?
I didn't know it was in it, and I was sitting at home with Natalie, and I watched it. I just started crying.
That was Lawrence. Lawrence pretty much wrote that just that end bit when he takes the money out of the wallet. That was all Lawrence.
So
the blood in the hair looked really good as well, and I was sitting behind the camera of the focus, and basically what I did is I focused on the hair. If you watch the scene, their hair's all in focus of the blood dripping, and then as Carl walks in, the focus just goes out onto his feet. So then you're like the hair's out of focus, and you're concentrating on them two. Then when Lawrence comes close, it's obviously focused back to the hair and him because he's close to the lens.
Yeah,
but no, it was funny, and it was just Lawrence came up with the idea that he should pick up the wallet and take money out because Tom owes him money, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
But yeah, what was we saying? Because I was laughing about this.
We talked about the shard. The shard. The
walkie-talkie.
Had we?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, we talked about Elder Scrolls Online jumping off the train bandwagon. That's what we.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Like I just got Modern Warfare 2, so and like that game. Fuck me. Oh my God. So I just want to talk about it a little bit. I was playing it earlier. Rob, people still play it. Chernobyl and Nazi pictures. What year is this set? When it's not, he's looking through past pictures, bro. Hey, Robbie, you need to get Modern Warfare 2. It's like £7, and there's people still play servers.
The idea is, Boyle, is that the hat's been around for all these years. That he's been around since the Nazis and since Chernobyl because he's lived through all of it. So there's there's a dinosaur for Christ's sake.
I was streaming earlier, and the song came on. I was listening to like a feel good playlist, and the song that the Christmas hat sings came on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It isn't a Christmas song.
Is it not?
No, it's not. I can't remember what it's called, but it's not a Christmas song. It's called like. Well, let me find it. But yeah, no. So it's really nice up there. I mean,
it's going to be good.
It's a nice view because you can see the shard.
G2A, Boyle. G2A is selling Modern Warfare 2 for £6-7. So you go.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't buy that shit from fucking. No, dude, we got it. Oh, my Mac's about to die, so I'd love to be able to answer to keep my laptop up, but unfortunately, I just can't. Oh Christ, it's a fucking good game. I was playing it earlier, and I don't know, just bring back because it was definitely the best. It was definitely the best. It was definitely the best COD to play. What do you think?
I always say COD 4 was the best, but saying that I think COD 4 will always be my favourite because it was like the first one that blew me away. Like COD 3, I loved to death. I played that to absolute death on the Xbox 360. And then COD 4 came out and it blew me away with the custom class and the kill streaks, and it was like so new and fresh and amazing. And the game was so smooth and it ran well, and you had like old school and Mike Myers, all those amazing times in COD 4. Modern Warfare 2, when that came out, it was just as good as COD 4. Maybe not quite as good in some ways, but the more I think about it, it probably was actually a better game. And the kill streaks and the chopper gunner and the AC-130. And then my favourite thing about that was game battles. Game battles back in the day. Well, that was all Modern Warfare 2. And it was just, do you know what? Modern Warfare 2 is probably, I would put it very, very close to COD 4 when I talk about my favourite, thingy. COD 4, yeah. Not, oh Christ, not the game. G2A is horrific. Well, G2A may be horrific, but I got the key immediately and got myself Modern Warfare 2 for £6 actually. So don't know why you're complaining.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, I think Modern Warfare 2 is better than COD 4, but that's only because I didn't get on Mod 4 for the hype. I didn't get on that wave because I wasn't allowed an Xbox for ages. Mum and Dad wouldn't let me get one.
Oh really?
And they surprised me with one.
Little chestnut. You can't have one.
No. I couldn't have one for years.
Oh really?
They surprised me with getting one for me.
Got you.
And they got me. And Modern Warfare 2 was the first game. I got Fallout 3 by accident. My sister brought me Fallout 3 when I wanted something else, and I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks!" Like, you know, the whole nice thing.
Yeah.
And it's the best one. It is probably the best game I've ever played, purely because of the nostalgia behind it and how when I played it, I was completely blown away by it. I don't know. Like, I wasn't a big gamer, and well, obviously, I didn't have a gaming console. The only time I play a game was around Robbie's, and it just blew my mind how in depth games could be. And that's what really sold me into that. So Fallout is one of the reasons I love gaming so much, is because when I sat down to kind of play, when I sat down to play Fallout, I was like, holy shit, this game is. And I thought, over encumbered.
Yeah.
I thought I'd injured myself, so I ended up walking that slow round all the map.
Jesus Christ.
Rob thought he was playing. He was telling me the other day he was playing he was playing Oblivion, and he thought that over encumbered was a wizard cast a spell on him. So he was trying to find out how to get rid of it. But yeah, no, Modern Warfare 2 was just the first game I jumped on, really. Like the first COD I got on the hype.
I think the first game I ever played on my, because I didn't get an Xbox straight away either. I used to play it on my friends, and I had a friend back in school that I don't talk to him anymore, but he used to be the kid with all the consoles, and you always have that one guy that always has all the newest consoles, the newest games and stuff. And he used to get consoles on release, so anytime like an Xbox or PlayStation, whatever came out, we'd always go to his. And I used to spend pretty much every weekend at his, or every other weekend playing games. So whenever an Xbox or something else came out, I'd be round there playing games at his. So I don't know what my first game on Xbox was there, but my first personal game that I played on Xbox, my own, myself on my own console, was, I think it was either Gears of War 1, which was still one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
Or it was Rainbow Six Vegas one, which was amazing, and COD 3. They were the three games that I remember. I can't remember out of those three. I can't remember which one I played first, but I played all of them like back to back, just constantly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And I think one of the best games I've ever played is definitely Crackdown. Because Crackdown was one of the first games I ever played, because I used to, so when Rob and I first became friends, like that was when I first got an Xbox, and I ended up I had COD 3, but I wasn't into games that much. I wasn't into games that much, so I didn't really appreciate it. But fuck, I'm hot. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it kind of. Crackdown was like the game that got me into it. So before I kind of. Well, I first got an Xbox, and I got Mod 2, and I got Crackdown, I think. and Rob and I played Crackdown. Did you ever play Crackdown?
Yeah, I love that game.
So the achievement for getting all of the Rob and I used to be achievement whores.
Oh yeah, maps are the same here. Absolutely.
He collected all the Fallout 3 achievements in like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, that's how crazy he was on like gaming.
Jeez.
But yeah, no. So we stayed up all night trying to find all of the orbs. You know, the green orbs.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah, and we printed it off. We printed them off, and we were going around. We printed off all the locations, and thought and we're just going trying to find it. But yeah, no. So that's I don't really. We've kind of scrapped the who, what, why section, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was
if there is something to.
Yeah, if there's something you want to bring up and talk about, then you can.
This week? I'm just trying to think. I haven't really.
The thing is, a lot of what we do now goes straight online anyway. So it's like, oh yeah, we did plays and we did the podcast. And
plays was really funny because we had
plays was so good.
We had one of our friends come along who's hilarious, and it was just a nice day. We got two fucking Twitch subscribers.
Yeah,
2 Twitch subscribers. That's crazy. One girl subscribed and then gifted a subscription to someone else.
It was really nice. Loads of support from.
This was so funny when I put the thing in the bin, and then you go, someone's put a tray in the bin, and I'm just like, I loved editing all these videos, but it's just so much hard work.
The thing is, like, these videos were great, and like plays was a completely different thing back when we did it like this, because we just played random games. We didn't just play Jackbox.
But there's only a certain amount of times you can play random games like this.
Yeah, like this game would be fun. It'd be funny to chuck this in once every now and then to play a different game other than Jackbox. Once every other week, just to stop Jackbox getting too stale. But the good thing about Jackbox is the community reach and the community that everyone can join in and play with us.
Yeah.
So it just means that we don't get we get people can join and actually have fun and play games with us, and it just makes it a bit more diverse. Whereas you play a game like this, not many people want to sort of sit through and watch something like this unless they already know
I like, and we were saying last week as well that we're going to switch up Wednesdays and we're going to start playing other games, because Jackbox is fun, but it does get boring to play. I mean, fuck Civic Doodle, bro. Fuck that shitty ass game.
I think
it goes on for about 3 hours and you've only done 3 fucking drawings.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll start to do something where we play Jackbox games. Like we'll do a Jackbox Wednesday every other week or something.
No. Like, we don't mind playing Jackbox, but we'll play like before we jump on Jackbox. We'll just play like.
Yeah, we'll do like say we're going to do 2 hours or 3 hours. Like we're usually about 3 hours on Wednesdays. We'll do like 1 hour. We'll play PUBG or whatever, or something else that's entertaining and different. And then for the last sort of hour and a half, we'll jump on and we'll play Jackbox.
Because like as like we've always said, and I normally always like reiterate, like we don't care that much about viewers if it means we're playing game. I will never ever do something I don't enjoy.
Just to get views.
The like, and when you like the whole PewDiePie thing, when he came out, that he was like really depressed because all he did was play like, he did do something stupid, like crazy, like 200 videos of like that. What's that?
Happy Wheels.
Yeah. And he was like, I hated it. I was like, well, the whole reason why we're stressing at getting the MAViSMITH off the ground and making it a thing is so that we don't hate our job. And I will never ever do something I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I remember turning to GFA when he was like, I really want to do a horror film, and I remember turning to him and said, I just don't want to do a horror film. And then GFA then came up with a cool idea. Or no. Well, you and Carr came up with a cool idea. I don't.
Well, we didn't shoot Christmas Tree as a horror film. I think we were saying we want to do a proper horror, and you said kind of no, and then we said, well, about a comedy horror, and we were like, okay.
But I feel like that's more up our street. I feel like we can't do anything without making it funny, like, at all. We just can't. There's nothing like with our group being our group. We've just got so many different characters in it that could be on a show while you don't have to accentuate any like all of our characters, there's something funny about each person, so we can't. If we were filming a horror film, it just would not work because we just couldn't. I mean, unless we really tried,
Sorry, I was just reading through my topics on what I wanted to talk about this week.
What we got again? What was it the other day? Sexy kids, pedophiles,
something like that. Not that disclaimer, not that. It was something other than that. But
Disclaimer: 5 years from now, Wall Street don't come at us.
yeah. But I've got something here. I've got 3 things written down. One of them makes sense, is what I mentioned to you earlier, and I think I'm not going to mention it until next week, so I kind of want to save the surprise. The lemons thing.
Yeah.
But the other 2, and I remember having the thoughts, but I hate this. I have the thoughts and I write it down thinking, oh, that's enough to make me remember what I wanted to talk about. But it isn't. One of them is, if Voodoo Doll was something you love, that's it. And I can't remember, my thought process was something about, oh God, I can't even remember. If it was something like, if there was a voodoo doll made up of something you love to eat, like, I don't know, it was stupid, I can't remember. It was a really funny question gone out of my head. That makes no sense to me, so that's fucked. The other one.
The last thing, I really wanted to talk about gender, but if Florence is going to come next podcast, maybe then and maybe Tom, I'd just rather just wait
because we could pre-record it on Saturday before we do the long stream. We could just pre-record a podcast because if we do it Sunday, no one's going to be there. Tom and Lawrence will go home and it'll just be us again. It'd be better just to do it on Saturday before we just do the long stream because everyone's there then. The other one I've got, Loud Gary. What does that mean, George?
Why don't you elaborate more? Like, I'm all up for jotting down ideas, but if you can't re-answer your ideas...
Because when I write it down, in my head, it's like, right, I'm going to read that in 3 or 4 days' time, and I'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Loud Gary makes no... Yes, I know what it is. I know what it is. Okay, I know what Loud Gary is. Just all twig back to me. Still don't know about the voodoo thing, though, which I really wanted to talk about because it's funny. But Loud Gary, let's talk about Loud Gary. There's a person that I work with. He works in my office.
What's he called? Gary?
His name's Gary. I'm not going to say his last name. To be honest, there's only one Gary in our entire office. So if he ever watched this, he knows it's him. But I don't really give a fuck. Because at this point, hopefully I would have left.
It's you, Gary.
I mean, he's quite high up, so he could probably fire me. But this... anyway.
Gary, you're lovely.
I'm going to spoil his whole illusion. No one in the office likes him. No one. And but...
Is it for good reason?
Oh yeah, like
fuck Gary.
It's not like oh he means well. He's actually a nice person. He's a prick, and no one likes him. And I'm not just speaking on other people's behalf without their permission. Like everyone hates him. Every time you mention this person's name, I really should have gone with a fake name and said like Barry or something. But now it's fun. The screw pooch has been screwed. Yeah, no one likes the bloke, and everyone in the office really dislikes him. But he's just so loud, like unnecessarily loud. Do you know when you have someone that is so confident, they feel like everyone else needs to hear their voice across an office? So he'll walk in and he'll sit down and it'll be something like, I don't know, he'll be having a conversation with someone, and rather than just going, oh, you know, it's like, when I mean loud, I mean like he'll be sitting like 6 bank of desks away, 7 banks of desks, and he'll be having a conversation, but it'll feel like everyone should hear it. So rather than just having a conversation, like if I was like, oh yes, and I went to the I went with my brother this weekend to play some golf, and it was really funny. Like we saw a guy, and you know something like that. He'll sit there, he'll have a little look around and go, yeah, so I went to the play some golf, and he was going like laugh really loud, and everyone can hear him. And
is he big?
No, but everyone can hear him, and it's like he's so up his own arse that he doesn't care the fact that he's disturbing the entire office. Just when he laughs and had talks about something that no one fucking cared. No one cares about your golfing story in the weekend, mate. We're doing work. Keep it between you and the person you're having the conversation with. Yeah, I don't need to hear about you and getting getting a par on every hole in the 18-hole course. No one's impressed by that. No one's going, oh bloody hell, do you about Gary and his par? He got a par on every single hole. But oh, he's a good golfer. Oh, what a great bloke. No, fuck off. Sorry, you can fire me if you want. I don't give a shit. You're a cunt. Family show.
Ball said this is why you change names to prevent identification. But Ball, the world we live in, you can't be anonymous at all.
I'm sorry, but I gave a first name. There's absolutely no way that anyone would be able to figure out who he is other than the person themselves. And no one at my business watches this. So
yeah, I mean, you can go on.
Hopefully.
Yeah, unloyal. You can go on our Instagram, which is just below us, or our Facebook. Our Instagram follows me and GFA. I mean, it's not hard to find us. We live in a world where it's really hard to keep your identity and anonymous. What other topics you got?
I still want to figure out this voodoo doll's about. I still cannot for the life of me think what this voodoo doll's about. And I really wish I could, because I remember I was sitting on the way home from work and I was creasing thinking about, that's a funny topic. Don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So that's just gonna have to be deleted because I'm never gonna remember it. I want to talk about this lemons thing, but I feel like we should save it till next week.
You can talk about it, but we'll do it next week.
Okay, so apologies because I don't know the person's last name. Let me just let me have a little quick Google and figure it out. Basically, there's a gentleman. He's from California, I believe. And he was diagnosed with leukemia when he was very young. He's still alive today. But he was very young. He got diagnosed with leukemia, and was told, you're gonna die at some point, not like too soon. I think when he was diagnosed, it's quite the early stages. But he basically got told this year, or maybe inside last year, that he's got like 6 months is his life expectancy. Or again, I don't want to hash the story up because I haven't read fully into it, but it's roughly he basically was told you haven't got long left. He's 22 now. And what he did is he's 20 now, and what he did is he made a YouTube video about his bucket list. His name's Chris something, and again, I'm really sorry about not getting his name. I'm getting it up now. I just to clarify what I'm talking about. But yeah, he basically made a YouTube video about his bucket list.
It's a student.
Yeah, he's a student. Alex's Lemonade. Yeah, but it's the names of Chris, isn't it? Sorry. Oh, maybe his name is Alex. Maybe his name is Alex. So not Chris. I'm being an idiot. So basically, he's made a charity because he was told he's going to die. He made a bucket list. He filmed a YouTube video about doing his bucket list, and it went viral last year. So loads of people know who he is. And basically, his whole concept was, I want to do these things before I die. Bucket list, obviously. And a lot of them are to do with YouTube. Big YouTubers. I want to meet this YouTuber or do a video of this YouTuber. And I've seen him pop up on some of the YouTubers that I watch.
Yeah.
And that's how I found out about it. And he's released this challenge called the Lemons for Leukemia challenge, which is basically, do you remember the ice bucket challenge? It's basically the same concept, to raise awareness and to raise money for leukemia, and also to donate bone marrow, because that's how you sort of cure and get life expectancy. Not cure, but that's how you can extend your life expectancy, because it's just like basically bad white blood cells. So you need a bone marrow transplant. So they're looking for donors and all that, and it's really, really easy to do. And I would recommend anyone to sign up for it. So we don't have any lemons with us today, so we're going to do it next week on the podcast. But yeah, I just wanted to just sort of discuss like how inspirational that guy's been. At such a young age to be told you're going to die pretty soon, and then him to take his life into his own hands. Like, I think for me, like, I'd probably give up, and that's not the way it should be. Like, you should always fight and try and find a cure. But I'm such a pessimist that I'd probably just fuck him. What's the point? I would probably quit my job and be like, oh, I'm going to die anyway, so there's no point in working. He made a YouTube video, made a bucket list. It's like, I'm going to achieve this, and he's managed to get so much of it done. And he's raising awareness for leukemia, and basically the bone marrow transplant has to be so specific. It has to be so almost identical to his, to be sort of compatible with his body, that that it's quite hard to find a donor that will fit for him. That's why he hasn't had the transplant yet. But on the upside, this is not just a cure, just not helping him. If we get this massive message out, Lemons for Leukemia, and donating bone marrow, this will help millions of people, because even though you might donate some bone marrow and it may not be compatible for him, it'll be compatible for someone, hopefully, somewhere. And that saved a life, or at least extended someone's life. And it's such a great cause. So we will be doing the lemon challenge next week. We don't have any lemons tonight. It's going to be horrible. One of us probably be sick, so make sure you tune in next week for that podcast.
Sorry, Trump just tweeted. He responds to Jay-Z. I can't remember what Jay-Z's original tweet was. Let me just find it. So Jay-Z tweeted. Oh, anyway, I don't know what happened, but he called Trump a superbug. Whilst discussing his racist remarks, Jay-Z said, "Yes, it's disappointing and hurtful. Everyone feels anger. After the anger, it's really hurtful because he's looking down on a whole population of people." And then Donald Trump, and then he said, "You haven't fixed anything. You have sprayed perfume on the trash can. What you do when you do is the bugs come. You spray something and you create a superbug because you don't take care of the problem." And Donald Trump replied back saying, "Somebody please inform Jay-Z that because of my policies, black employment has just been reported to be at the lowest rate ever recorded.
Right.
So I'm just wondering what Jay-Z's going to say back to that.
But
what has Trump done to bring it down? I mean, Trump hasn't done anything to. But what policies has he done that has brought down?
I don't know enough about Trump's policies and
why is Trump shooting at Jay-Z? Just don't.
Well,
Stupid.
the bloke just doesn't. He doesn't think. He just doesn't think before he says things, and he just sort of opens his mouth, or in this case, types out a message and just goes, "Bleh," and then everything just comes out of his brain. And he's not a stupid man. Otherwise, he wouldn't be rich and very, very rich. Oh, is this what came on? You make me want to shout. He wouldn't be rich if he was an incompetent person.
Well, that's the thing. I'm a firm believer that like all of the Kardashians and all that are actually quite smart. I mean, yeah, they had money that helped them, but they were able to, one, keep it, and two, make more money. I mean, they know their audience, they pander to them. And I'm a firm believer that they are actually relatively smart. But people think they're dumb, and like there's a guy who lives near us called Joey Essex, an absolute moron. But I can't. I find it hard to imagine that someone is that stupid.
I think
purely for the fact that he just panders. He knows people love him because he's an idiot.
I think that's it. I think a lot of people act dumb because they know it's a way to get popular and you said famous. Like Joey Essex would not be anywhere near as famous or popular as he is now if he wasn't thick. If he didn't act stupid and everyone, that stigma that's about him that he's just an absolute imbecile. That's why people will tune in to watch him. And that's it. It's just a gimmick, really. And I think he's obviously very intelligent. He's obviously very intelligent because otherwise he wouldn't be able to be in the position he is. I'm sorry. Of course, stupid people do get famous. Yes, stupid people can get rich. Yes, people can do something that's just so incompetent and to make money off it in some way, shape, or form. Look at Bad Barbie. But she's obviously got some business sense because she's made a career out of it. She's out of the freaking meme that went about. She's managed to make a rap career and made good money. I'm not being funny, but you can call her stupid. You can call her you can say whatever you want, but she's obviously done something right, and that's why people say so much shit about it. Because realistically, a lot of people are just jealous that she's, successful in life.
Yeah.
For something so stupid.
Now it's time.
Is it time already?
It's time for I've been streaming for about 48 minutes?
52. Jesus.
It's flown past. It's going to be quite a short one today because got a couple of things to do.
God, what have we spoke about? I feel like we haven't even spoken about anything.
I know. We're just speaking about games. We've actually spoke about games and stuff a lot more.
I mean, I went in at someone I work with for about 15 minutes, which I probably shouldn't have done, but might have to cut that out. No, I'm joking. It's not. It's staying in.
Fuck you, Gary.
Free.
If you weren't a dick, Gary, we wouldn't have to talk about
Barry.
you.
No, his name is actually Barry.
Barry. If you weren't if Gary Barry, if you weren't a dick, we would be talking about you. So don't be a dick.
Well, I'm not going to go into anything.
So, that number wasn't there.
Oh, that's something to do with work. I had to write down in a rush, and I had to write it down.
And you used Heroes Quest?
I didn't have any paper. I had to write it down.
Fucking state. So last week we finished this book called Heroes Quest. However, GFA. It's going to be so funny reading this next week with Lawrence and Tom as well.
I've got to write another chapter, but I'm going to do that tonight because I've got a lot of time tonight now. Because obviously we streamed a lot earlier. I might stream after, but yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out.
It's only because I was on, but you got a whole week to do it. A whole week to write another chapter.
Honestly, I can't tell you how much I loved writing it. That night when you guys left, that Monday, I got into bed with my little writing thing on my legs, and it was 2:00 in the morning. I had to get up at 6. At 2:00 in the morning, I'm sitting there smiling, writing this.
I can just imagine you there with your knees up, and you've got a hat with a lamp on.
Oh yeah, I had that lamp on. I had friends on the TV, and I was just sitting there with my little glass of water. Honestly, I was having a hoot, and it was fucking stupid. Right, so here we go. I'm gonna get some Quest music up as always.
So we have some music playing. What's good, Lawrence? You're just in time. Podge. You're just in time for the book. So we did finish this book, but GFA is writing more, so it's going to be a weekly thing.
You've literally just come in at the right time, Lawrence. The book is about
I did text him saying.
Oh, did you?
Chapter 5. It's been some time, old friend.
At the first sentence, I was going to write it really like growing up, but then I realised
you wrote over 2 pages. Did you do it on purpose? No, at the top, right top line.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wasn't going to label it first of all.
Chapter 5. It's been some time, old friend. All right, okay, we're going straight into it. Is this the same music as before?
Yeah.
Well, for fuck's sake, don't for fuck's sake. You
You
saw that text and you saw that text and came in running, bro.
Right.
Don't for fuck's sake, Gus.
We're going to start the music again. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Ready?
The drawings are a lot better.
The drawing is a lot better. Well, that one is. Wait to get to the next page.
The sound of the orc horns bellowed through the Rocky Mountains as the last few stragglers were cut down by Clifford. Oh, a bit of swearing.
Yeah.
Filthy buck teeth bastards, Clifford said with his red, enlarged, pulsating fists oozed blood. Clifford and I continued our journey to find the blue stone of destruction. We passed through the gumdrop forest of death, the dark rapids, spelt wrong of course, of gloom, and the open plains of claustrophobia. And then there's some drawings. You want to look at drawings?
That is the orc horn.
It's a bellowing. Is this how long is it? Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's chapter 6. Suddenly, a storm rolled in. We ran for cover under some trees when suddenly. Evening, liver disease. How's it going? I don't think you've been. Yeah.
Break the story up.
I've broken it up. Liver disease is here. He ain't some random dude. He's a reg.
I know.
Let's get you accustomed to what this is. This is a book. GFA wrote this when he was 8 years old, but we finished it last podcast and we loved it so much that GFA is continuing to write it. He's going back. He's taken a lot of shrooms to get back to his 8-year-old self, and he's now writing the story. So we're going to carry on with it. Play the music. Suddenly, a storm rolled in. We ran for cover under some trees when suddenly 27 elves emerged from deep in the forest. 17 arrows came flying at us like a pair of penguins. 17 arrows came flying at us like a pair of penguins. A pair of penguins came flying towards us. But there's 17 arrows. Like a pair of penguins.
None of this is written down, by the way. The rest of it is the pair of penguins where it stopped.
Yeah, that's where it stopped, unfortunately. Clifford used a tree he ripped from the ground as a shield, which managed to stop most of the arrows. However, one struck Cliff in the... Oh, Cliff now, yeah?
Well, I couldn't bother to keep writing Clifford, so I abbreviated it to Cliff.
So he wrote this in his wanking chariot before he got up for work. One struck Cliff in the knee, causing him to crumble like a pile of couscous. Couscous. It's a very, very strong analogy. No, I screamed as the giant shook the ground. I turned to see that we were surrounded by the elves. Stick 'em up, kid, one of the pointy-eared...
I was trying to keep it PG, man.
One of the pointy-eared F words crossed out. Archers. Yeah, because that's a bit... You're such a... Archer. One of the point... Stick 'em up, kid! One of the pointy-eared archers screeched. We're done for, Cliff gargled with his mouth full of blood, when all of a sudden, a green hand... I've just fucking seen the end. When all of a sudden, a green hand... Purple-eared fucks. No, Lawrence, you didn't hear it. Purple-eared purple-eared archers.
Pointy-eared. It was pointy-eared.
Pointy-eared archers.
And put archers.
When all of a sudden, a green hand and a purple face emerged from behind an oddly placed out house. Skippity-chippity-doo, said the creature. To be continued. And just so you can see, he did cross out fucks.
Up a bit. Oh no, there. Yeah, sorry. It's up and right, isn't it? He said, keep reading, don't stop. I haven't done another chapter. I started the next chapter. Do you want to start chapter 6?
Skippity-chippity-doo, said the creature. To be continued. I'm not going to read the next chapter.
Do you want to
That's
just give
not
him
how
a
it
bit of a
works.
sneak peek? Wait,
Well,
how much
you've
have I
only
written?
written a quarter of a page.
Do you want to just read that bit just to give
Oh,
him
there's
this is a bit of a promo.
there's a drawing.
That's a drawing of Cliff with the arrow in his knee, Mike looking all done for, the archer hitting him, and in the background you can see this specific creature that we haven't met yet in this universe, Purple Arnold, poking his head around a tree, skippity-dippity-doo.
Oh my god, it is actually the Purple Arnold. Kind of. Chapter 6. Purple. A bright flash filled the sky, blinding everyone for a few seconds. I'm blind. I'm fine. In this moment, all of the elves dropped. What did you cross out? Oh, something. All of the elves dropped to the ground, stiffer than the wood of the Black Pearl. When the dust had settled, and we're done. When the dust had settled, Get will just have to tune in next week. I mean, Lawrence, you're going to be here.
Oh shit!
Lawrence, we're going to do the podcast next Saturday with Tom and you, so we can read the and we're going to do that Tinder idea as well. That's going to be fun.
I've got a very clear direction in my head of where this book is going. By the way,
Yeah,
this is just introducing one of the many characters that will be joining Mike and Clifford on their journeys. But we'll see. Purple Hood, and just in case you missed the picture, there it is again with Cliff with the arrow in his knee.
Fuck, that's hurt me.
And
Right.
things.
Called it? Yeah, let's call it. So, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for stopping in Live Disease and Lawrence and Car and Charlie and Charlie. Fuck Charlie. He fucking didn't even subscribe to us until last night, for fuck's sake. You go to the gym every day with him and you only just subscribed. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, and Board, of course. His fucking bent legs. Well, do you really reckon someone with straight legs is going to say the words skippity-chippity-doo?
You don't know what's happened yet. You have no idea.
Liver said, are you playing tonight? I won't be, but GFA might.
I might be playing some Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know. Once we pack all the setup up, I might stream in about an hour.
Then?
Not pack up the table and stuff, but we'll see. I might stream a bit later. I might not watch this space. I'll let you know.
But yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by. Obviously, go check out our new YouTube video. It's up on YouTube. Go see what you think. Let us know what you think. You can catch this podcast on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Lil SoundCloud as I call it now. You can catch it on there featured with all the other Lils, Lil Xan, Lil Uzi, Lil Pump, Lil Bougie, Lil.
Should we change it to Lil MAViSMITH Podcast?
Lil Floozy, yeah.
Or MAViSMITH Lil Podcast?
Yeah. Lil MAViSMITH. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As I said, keep your diaries free next Saturday because we are going to be doing a long stream. It's going to be great. We're going to do a podcast
this Saturday coming up.
Oh shit, this Saturday. We're going to do a podcast and then stop for a bit, and then we're going to do a long stream.
Next, we should have, so just to really get you excited, there should be 4 people on the podcast this Saturday. The other 2 people that will be joining us are very good friends.
One's very reliable and one isn't.
But they're going to be hilarious. They always add so much comedy to any content we make, and we love having them. Love having them here and involved with anything we do. So make sure you tune in for that podcast because it's bound to be so funny.
If anything, they're more entertaining than us two.
Exactly. And also, we will be doing a long playing game stream. It won't just be Jackbox. It'll be loads of different games. Jackbox will obviously be included at some point if people join and want to play it. And it will be from round about 6 p.m. to around about 2 o'clock in the morning. So it'll be a good old, 6 to 8 hour stream. playing loads of games with you guys. We'll be getting pizzas in, drinks, and we'll be drinking alcohol, getting drunk on stream, and just having a genuine good time. Please come and join us next Saturday for a good podcast and a great long stream.
Fucking hell, Lawrence is already gone.
He chimed in for he
came in for the story and
and bounced
straight out. Anyway, catch you guys later. Catch you on the flip side.
Much love. Peace.
Goodbye
See
from
you.
Lil MAViSMITH.
See you soon. See you soon.